Hello, everybody. My name is Sirhc, and welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. Well, you guys might think, if you've played Feed the Beast or watched videos, that right now we're in a maze in the Twilight Forest, but we are not actually. If you look at the mini-map, we are in the Nether, and this is our Nether hub. Vert has built this for us. And why is... That's weird. Oh, maybe it's just because I was... Oh, it's just because I was close to it. I was wondering why the names were up. I see. I thought you had to be looking at them. But yeah, this is our Nether hub at the moment. We got a few books, not too many. Just 3 bases. Not a lot of people have been on because it's been pretty laggy and the server shuts down or crashes like every hour, half hour. But yes, this one takes us to our base. Or not our base. This one takes us to spawn, as it says spawn. This is Shift Click's base, Vert and AJ's base, and this one takes us to my base. So I have my linking book set up in one of that first redwood tree that I planted. You know, my stuff is right down here. Let's get down there fast with all my diamond ore that I just got from a quick caving trip. It's amazing how much diamond ore is in the ground, or just all the ores. They definitely vamped up how much ore spawns. Because that was just a quick trip, like half hour. I didn't even go very far. I was just looking around underneath my base. But yes, here's all my chests. These are like all pretty much full of crap. And I've gotten lots of metals. I went on a couple of caving trips. Mainly because I was out of diamonds. But now I'm good on diamonds. In this one, I got a couple stacks here, plus all this ore that I still need a fortune. But anyways, today we're going to be working on our base a bit, which, if we let it load up a bit, I planted more trees. And I think we might just wait here and let this all load up for a sec. Alright, this should be good enough. So yes, there's a lot more giant redwood trees. I got that one over there. I got this one. There's one over here that's not quite loaded in. There's one there that's not quite loaded in. This is the one that we planted last episode. And I got this one and that one over there. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all of them yet, but I like the look of it. I also planted some jungle trees, and I planted like jungle trees on top of jungle trees to make them taller. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these yet. I haven't fully decided. The original plan was to use the Biomes of Plenty redwood trees, which are just smaller redwood trees, different saplings, like in between these big ones, but they were really small and skinny. And so I don't know if I want to use those. So I was trying out different trees, like the fir trees, which I didn't like. And actually I couldn't grow as a 2x2 tree. And I also couldn't grow those 2x2 oak trees. So I didn't really have a whole lot of options for big, thick trees. So jungle is what we have now. I might end up actually just making my own trees, making like miniature redwood trees. But anyways, today we're going to be working on this structure here. And I know it's floating out in the air. It's not really attached to a tree, so it's not much of a tree house, but I don't know. I might plant or make some small trees supporting this, or I might just kind of have it hang out here. I'm going to have walkways and bridges and stuff, but yeah, I'm still kind of figuring out how I want to connect everything. But this is going to be our machine room. And this is what we're going to be setting up today so that we can get some machines going, get our setup away from over there and put it over here. It looks like we got a wisp to spawn, which I think I kind of fixed my wisp spawning a bit, although I do have 2 wisps here, so maybe it's not fixed anymore. But I used to have... or I had like 20 wisps spawn over here after leaving a chunk loader on that was loading this because I was waiting for all these trees to grow. But I was able to kind of stop all that spawning of the wisps with this tree. I planted this tree right over here, which I'm guessing there's like an aura node, Thaumcraft aura node over here, and there's a jungle spider trying to get me. So I really think this silverwood tree helped that out, kind of cut down the flux and stopped wisps from spawning. But before we work on that, I think we're going to go over here and take a look at something else I've kind of been working on. I don't know if this is going to be permanent or just temporary. I do kind of want to have something like this. I just don't know if it'll be here and look like this. So this is, as it loads up, my tree collection. Not really a tree farm. I mean, it kind of is. With bone meal, it serves as a tree farm. But this is all of the trees that I've collected that I can make planks with. You know, I have a few other trees, like there's some rubber trees that grow, like that one right there, that kind of brighter green tree. That's a rubber tree, but that gives you jungle wood, so I don't have that one over here. And there's I think there's a couple of trees that just give you oak wood. I don't have those. I don't have any of the twilight trees, but those don't give you any new planks anyways. But yeah, so I collected all these and planted them here basically so I could get the planks, because I needed them to figure out what I want to build with. So here's all the planks that I have right now, the options. I know there's a bunch more planks I still need to get, but most of them are in the forestry mod, and I need to use bees to get those trees. But yeah, so here's all of my saplings, or all my trees, and I have the planks on the ground at the bases so that I can see all the planks and see which tree, or see what the trees look like. I like them. I like them a lot. So as I said, this is going to be my machine room. I really like the look of it here. I really like the floor design that I made here. Here I got some ghost wood, which is really awesome wood, and some dark wood from the nether. And this is mangrove wood, which I'm going to replace eventually once I get Hollywood. Hollywood is a lot whiter. This is more of a cream color, and I want a white color. But yeah, so I'll replace that eventually, but right now it's just gonna stay like that. And here's my machines, not all of them. That's right, I was going to go maybe grab some. Right down here. So let's see, where's my wrench? Alright, so I got my wrench here, and I'm going to use this to collect my machines, which I've had some problems with in the past, or like I've had some problems with breaking them using picks, so I always like to use a wrench. And actually I just found out that there's different modes to this wrench. You can actually have a lossless mode, which I just enabled. You do that by hitting your mode switch key, or holding your mode switch key and right clicking. It's the same way that you switch the mode on a mining laser. But basically, the lossless mode uses more energy every time you use it, but it's guaranteed not to break anything. So let's collect some of this stuff. And this stuff is actually working pretty hard yet. I still have lots of stuff to macerate and smelt. So I think we'll leave that for now. In fact, we might even be able to do something special later, but yeah, for now we'll just leave that how it is. Alright, so on this long wall, I am going to put this kind of the same setup that I had on the last map if you watched my Feed the Beast series before. I'm going to have macerators feeding into furnaces. It's actually the same thing that I have down there, so that I can stick stuff like tin and copper, iron, gold, all of that stuff into here. It will macerate it into dust and then smelt it, and I'll get twice as much stuff. But I'm going to, or one thing different about this time around is we now have hoppers, vanilla hoppers, which are amazing. And instead of using buildcraft pipes, I can now use hoppers to pull stuff out. And actually, I'm going to put the hoppers going the other way, because I want stuff to move left to right. And these are going to pull out the finished product and put them into a chest. And I'm actually going to use a combination of hoppers and buildcraft pipes. The one good thing about buildcraft pipes is they can transport stuff upwards. And so what I'm going to do is right here, let's see, let's just break it with our fists, I guess. I don't think I have any axe on me. I got plenty of redwood. But yeah, I'm going to have the machines, let's see, furnaces on the bottom here. Those are not furnaces. There we go. And those just got picked up by the hoppers. These are furnaces. So we're going to have furnaces on the bottom. These hoppers will pull out the finished product. And then I'm going to use a wooden pipe to move stuff out of that hopper. And there's just a little glitch where it's invisible. Buildcraft pipes are invisible sometimes. But yeah, I'm going to have a wooden pipe there. And then that will feed into this chest here, which right now is an iron chest, because when I made these, I didn't have enough diamonds to actually make diamond chests. But I'll probably make clear diamond chests eventually. And then instead of redstone engines to power these wooden pipes, I actually made these autarkic gates, which took forever to make these 10 autarkic gates. I only had one assembly table and one laser. And to make these, let's see. There we go. To make these, you need to combine a redstone iron chipset, a gate, and a pulsating chipset in an assembly table. These are pretty easy, just redstone ender pearl. Actually, it's all pretty easy. It just takes a lot of time. Let's see. How do we go forward? Oh, it's gone. There we go. But yes, and then this is just redstone and iron, and this is redstone chipset, and the redstone chipset is just redstone, so you have to process that twice. And so basically it had to process, for these 10 autarkic gates, it had to process 50 different items, and it took forever because assembly tables are very slow when you only have one laser. So what we want is this energy pulsar, and basically that will do the same job that a redstone engine would do, and it will pulse energy to this pipe and pipe stuff out of the hopper, which we can test out here. Let's see. So this should work. I might need to have some sort of condition. There we go. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Yep. So it's pumping items out of the hopper and into this chest. So that all works. So items will get pulled out by the hoppers and then pulled up by the wooden chest. So now what we want to do is have hoppers on top of these, and then we can put the macerators on top of the hoppers. So this is a lot easier than what we had to do before without hoppers. Before we had to pump items out of the back of this macerator, and then we had to go down, over, and then on top of the furnace. And actually we had to have hoppers back then too. We just didn't have the vanilla hoppers. Because if we had more than one type of item, it would spit the items out because there's no place to store them because there's only one storage spot. So this is a lot more compact, a lot easier, and I like it. So now we have to have hoppers on top of here as well. I think we'll put them on top. We could put them on top or the back. it doesn't really matter. Although if we put them on back, then we have to power them from the top, so it's not, no matter what, we're going to have something on top there. And then, let's see, we need pipes. We're going to use pipes pulling out of an iron chest over here. And the pipes are going to bring them up to those hoppers. So what we're going to do here is, let's see, how did I have this? We'll have stone pipes in the middle here for a certain reason. Gold pipes there. And then we'll have gold pipe there, I think. Cobblestone pipe. Gold pipe there. And then we need an iron pipe, which I need to get a wrench, or the right type of wrench. Right now I don't have the correct type of wrench. And then we'll have gold pipe going down here. And then we need wooden pipe coming out of the chest. And actually I'm going to have, yeah, it's there. And actually I'm going to have an ender chest here too eventually. But right now we'll just put this on here. So I can put the autarctic gate on, energy pulsar, and redstone signal off so that it's always pulsing energy. So now what this does is, I'll have to turn that, but I don't have the correct wrench. But it will pump items out of this chest, go up the gold pipe. This will be a one-way gate, so it goes into this, and with the stone and cobblestone pipes, those don't connect. So this basically just makes a loop. And what this does, actually, I might have to change this around. What this is supposed to do is evenly separate the items between these 4 furnaces. I think I'm gonna have to connect that up to here, actually, because which it won't be too hard. I just need to have an iron pipe on there, and then it'll go up over here and enter this loop. So it'll have a 50% chance of going down and a 50% chance of going over. So then it'll go down, and then it'll have a 50% chance of going into this hopper and a 50% chance of going over here, and then it'll have a 50% chance of continuing that way. And I could even make these, or I could do something with these so that they don't connect, so it would either go into one of these two, but the chances are should still be the same for all 4 of them, even though it can keep going around the loop. But yeah, so I think this is what we're going to have. We'll have to get this all powered and try it out, make sure it all works, and then we can work on our other setups. Okay, so I have the right wrench here. This is the BuildCraft wrench. So all we have to do is, oh, there it goes. A little laggy there. Right click on those, and now the items will go. They always, with iron pipes, they always exit where that solid block or solid part is. So they'll go up there and enter the loop right here. So now we can work on the next setup, because I'm pretty sure that's going to work. I'm not going to get power set up here until the end. And basically the roof is going to be, or have solar panels on the top, and they'll have 1 or 2 MFSUs, probably just 1 for this, because that's all that these guys will need. And then I'll have wires running down through the walls. The walls here are going to have to be like 3 thick, because I'll have to have the front right here, and then hopefully I should be able to get all the pipes and wiring into this space, and then I'll have the outside wall. But over here is going to be what we're working on next, and it's going to be, what we're going to do is we're going to have 4 other setups besides this one. We're going to have 1 setup with just furnaces, 1 setup with just macerators, 1 setup with just extractors, and then 1 setup with a couple of compressors. So we're going to put the furnaces over here. So what I want to do is have 2 furnaces here, and then 2 furnaces on this side over here facing this way. And then right in the middle I'll have a chest on the bottom and a chest right on top of it. And or maybe I'll even... No, I'll do it right in the middle. I think that'll be the easiest. So let's see, I got my force mitts to break those logs. So now what we can do is we can actually... Let's put a wooden pipe there. And I think we can actually just put hoppers over to that. And that'll probably be... I don't know if it's the easiest. Which I actually might need more hoppers with that. But that's okay. So... Oh, that's not going to work. So actually what we want is... Let's see, give me that back. Because it needs to be able to pull out of both of those. So I think what we want actually is to... Oh, and I gotta get that. Let's drop down. Pick it up. And head on up. So I think what we'll do is do this, and then we can have wooden pipe there, a wooden pipe there, and then put an iron pipe in the middle. And then we can put a chest right here. So now the big question is which way to face it. Probably like that. So then make sure that the iron pipe... Well, it doesn't have an orientation yet, so let's give it an orientation. So yeah, that should work right there. We'll get our Arctic gates and stick those on the pipes. Turn the energy pulsar. Redstone signal off. Energy pulsar. Redstone signal off. And I think that's the best setting. I'm wondering if maybe there's something else. Inventory empty. Items in inventory. Space in inventory. Inventory full. I wonder if we just did items in inventory. Because then I think it won't turn on until there's items in here, which we can test out. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's what we want instead. That way they're not on all the time, so I'll adjust those afterwards. But let's get our furnaces. We'll stick 2 here, and one of the furnaces is still back at our camp, so those will have to just stay there for now. And then we can put hoppers on top, like so. And then these we can just, I think, put gold pipes connecting that. So we can just have gold pipe there, gold pipe there, like that. And then I'm gonna have blocks here, so these will have to go back like that. And then I think we can put wooden pipe right on there, which all my wooden pipes are in here now. So let's put our... Actually, we're going to need that. Oh, there we go. So we need another chest right on top. This is going to be our input chest. We'll stick a wooden pipe on there with an Arctic gate. I should really learn how to say that. Although I don't think Etho even knows how to say it, so it's okay. It looks like I'm going to need more pipe. So the reason I'm using gold here is because, first of all, I can afford it, and second of all, because stuff moves faster with gold pipes. So that's why I'm using gold. And actually, I think this one we're going to want right here to make... Because then, yeah, the wall will be right here, the inner wall. And really, I suppose with these pipes, I can use the facades, I believe it is. Facade, which is all of these blocks, which is basically, these are facings that you can put on, whoops, that you can put on these pipes to hide them, to conceal them. And those you need assembly table to make, so they're going to be kind of complicated to make. What's different about here? There's something different. Oh, that's, yeah, because I'm missing that furnace. That's why that's not connecting. That is. So actually we don't, if we do that, if we put a pipe here, we'll have to have a sandstone pipe so that it doesn't connect to the machine. It will only connect to other pipes. But yeah, other than figuring out those pipes, getting that furnace here, this should all be working, and of course getting power. But I think that setup is all working, and I'm basically going to do the same thing with just different machines in those corners. So I'll just get that done. Well, I think this is coming along quite nicely. I really love this blue dark wood. It looks so nice, especially with the ghost wood. I love it so much. I think it just looks really cool, and blue and white's kind of my color, so figured this room could have my blue and white-ness to it. Plus, I don't know, for some reason that seems, blue and white seems very industrial or machine-like. But yeah, so I got all the setups pretty much built. I actually needed more of the autarkic gates. So I have some more being made right now. I don't have gates on that setup or on this setup here. I didn't figure using 4 for each setup. I think I only figured using 2 for each setup. But yeah, so I have, my macerator furnace here, furnace setup over there, like you saw. I still need to grab the other furnace, but it was just finishing up, doing some stuff. And then I have my extractor over here, and my compressors over here. And I only have 2 compressors because I don't compress all that much. So I thought it'd look nice over here instead of having the 4 machines, have something different, just have 2 machines there. And then just the macerators. And let's see, I put the sandstone pipe here, so now it doesn't connect to the hopper, which is good because I want the items to split evenly between the 2 hoppers. And if I had that connect, then 2/3 of the items would go into that hopper and 1/3 would go into that hopper. I got all the power connected. Everything should have the glass fiber cable, and I just brought the cable up here. I haven't connected anything up top because I wanted to get the roof or the ceiling done before I figured any of that out. What else did I do? I got rid of some of the hoppers down here just because I didn't need them, and so I just put in some more gold pipes. That might speed up the process too of getting the items from the machine to the chest, because gold pipes are going to be faster than hoppers. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, obviously, oh yeah, I need to figure out what to do above these chests, because, well, I can't put stairs here anyways, but I could put stairs over here, but the ghost wood doesn't have any stairs. And so I need something to cover this up, but still be able to open up the chest. So I'm thinking of making these facades that I was talking about. I might put a pipe just right on top of the chest that doesn't really do anything and sticking a facade there. So let's head over to my stuff. So this is my assembly table. Right now I have it making redstone chipsets, redstone iron chipsets, pulsating chipsets, gates, and then finally the autarkic gate. And basically, whenever it makes something, I put it right back into the chest until it finally makes the autarkic gates. So that's running pretty okay right now, but I only have 1 laser, so it takes a while to actually make this stuff. See, the meter goes up very slowly. So I think we're going to go head over to ShiftClick's base, because I'm pretty sure he has a good setup going over there. So Shifts is over here, and I don't think he'll mind me borrowing his setup. Yeah, right over there he's got his assembly table. So this is his base. He's got a nice little island here, or a couple of islands. I wonder what he's going to do to make this place look cool. But he's He's been doing a lot of work. He's got a lot of stuff set up. He's been playing around with what is this? I think applied energistics is this stuff, and I believe this stuff, you can have like everything stored in like a computer type situation. You can even have like a handheld device that you can access all of your items wherever you are, which is pretty crazy. I might get into that, but I don't know. That seems really, really weird. And he's got a lot of thermal expansion machines over here. I'm pretty sure that's what these are. Induction smelter. It seems like he knows a lot about Feed the Beast, and these are all magmatic engines. He's got he's got lava being pumped from the nether to power all of these engines, which is giving him all this power. And he's got a lot of it. It's definitely a lot better than solar panels and using industrial craft stuff. But industrial craft is a lot easier to set up, so that's what I'm sticking to. Oh, I wonder what's over there. That looks interesting. But anyway, so here's his assembly table. So let's see. I got my cobblestone structure pipe, which is just what is that? That's what I needed, which is just cobblestone or gravel and cobblestone pipe. And so we'll stick that in there and the dark wood, and then we have that selected. So it'll make 6 of those, I believe, from the 3 pipes. There we go. I'll take our wood. So now we have, oh yeah, and then it always spits it out into a chest. So we have our facades. Let's head back and see if this will solve our problems. Oh, wait. That's right. Linking books over here. So thank you, Shift, for letting me borrow your assembly table. I don't really want to make my autarkic gates over there because he had some stuff in the chest and I don't want it to get all mixed up. And I can just wait on my setup. This looks so cool from the outside. I love it. I almost don't want to cover it up, but I will. Just because it looks so raw and sweet. So let's see. We need some pipes. So we'll just grab some of the cobblestone pipes because I'm not going to use those for much else. We'll just stick a pipe on there, and we should be able to do that. And then we can still open it. So that kind of solves the problem. It's not too bad. Over here, I'll have to replace that gold pipe with a stone pipe. So I can put a cobblestone pipe on here. Let's see. Let's just do that right away. And yeah, these corners are going to look a little weird because you have that overlapping texture. But over on these, it will look pretty nice. So don't drop down. Kind of drop down. So we'll stick stone pipe right there. And then cobble pipe right there. And yeah, that shouldn't interfere with anything because it's not going to pull anything out. It's not a wooden pipe. And nothing's going to be traveling through it. So it should just be an inactive pipe there. Oh, that's right. I changed this to white here. So I'm going to have to get some of the ghost wood pipes. Okay, so I went and made some ghost wood facades. So yeah, that looks really good over there. It covers it up very nicely. I made a couple more of the dark wood. Up close it's kind of weird, but far away you can't tell. It looks like just a normal block. I really wish you could use microblocks. We have these microblocks that basically you can cut up blocks into parts. And what I'd like to use is a cover like this. And that would do the job very nicely. The only problem is microblocks only work on vanilla blocks. So I can't actually, I can't do it with this ghost wood. So that kind of is sad. So I brought over the iron furnace, or the electric furnace, and the macerator that I had over in my setup down there. And I connected all the glass fiber cables, so now it's all ready to be attached to some power stuff, MFSU and solar panels. But I think we're going to wait on that because I still have my assembly table over there being powered. And also this video has gone on long enough, so I think we'll end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you like my design for the machine room. Next time we should be able to get it all powered up and running, and that will be awesome. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a comment down below and hit that like button. Until next time, goodbye.